Cosplay. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to go through how to do this makeup look. So if you want to be turned into a cute little broccoli boy, continue watching. Very first thing we always start with, getting the hair out of the way. I just like to put it up in a wig cap because it makes it easier to get into the wig and everything later. Start with a clean, moisturized face. You don't want any of the oils or dirts getting mixed in with the makeup and making things look weird. You also want to moisturize your face because a lot of the soaps that you can use can kind of dry out your face, and it's nice to put that moisture back into your face because a lot of makeup also dries your face out, and we don't want that, so yeah. Primer goes first. It is a nice base for you to build the rest of your makeup onto. It makes everything look nice and smooth, and it also protects your skin from your foundation. You don't want to use too much of your primer because you just want it to lay thinly on your skin. You don't want to cake it on. And then you also want to make sure that it dries fully before putting your foundation on, because then they can kind of mix together and it can look really splotchy and it's not fun. Pretty dry, we can move on to foundation, which is always fun. You might think it's weird that I'm just putting it onto my hand, which you've probably seen me do in other videos if you follow this channel. However, it's better to like put it onto a surface of some kind than trying to pour it onto your sponge or onto your makeup brush or whatever, because then you can have way too much in one area and then it takes you forever to kind of blend it out. But if you put it onto like your hand or something, then you can take a little bit and then just dab that on. And so now that your foundation is done, we're going to go in with a little bit of concealer and get anything that you want to hide. Then I'm also going to go in underneath of my eyes here because I don't sleep enough. And yeah, and then I'm going to go in and brighten up little bits of my face because, you know, he's a very bright boy. Deku has a really round, soft face, so I'm not going to do anything to really contour my face because I have a pretty round, I have a roundish enough face. You're going to let your foundation dry before applying some powder, because if you don't let it dry, it will be messy. Next, we are going to do the eyebrows and eye region of this look. So you're going to want to take an angled brush, brow brush, I can't speak, and we are going to fill in the brows with a dark green, because dear little broccoli boy has green hair. I really like a strong brow, so I usually fill in my brows quite thickly. You kind of do what you want with your brows. So now that we've got our brows on, we're going to move on to the eyes. And we are going to go through and cover your entire lid with a very skin tone colored color. I'm using this one. And this is just a base for you to blend other colors into. And we're going to go ahead and put a darker brown shade kind of just in your crease here to kind of just define it. And for that one I'm using this shade. And we're going to add a little bit of green just to the lid, because I kind of like the idea of incorporating as much green into the costume as possible, because, well, our green Bakugou boy. So I'm gonna use this really pale green right here and just put it right onto my lid. It doesn't add a lot of green into it, so you can't always tell, but it's just that little extra. It helps bring out the green in my eyes, because I don't wear contacts, because I'm terrified of them. And then we are going to hit it with some eyeliner. We're gonna do a little bit of a cat eye, but we're not gonna bring it out very much. We're just gonna basically be following the top of your eyelid and then going a little bit on the bottom. And then bring it to about the halfway point of your eye and just kind of buff it out a little bit on the bottom. And then do the other side. And then we're gonna soften this with a dark brown. It's a really dark brown, almost black, but I just kind of want to soften it a bit. And we're gonna go back over all of the black with it, but kind of just like blending it slightly into the other colors. See the difference? If it would focus. This is more of a softer line, or this is a harder line, and you want to kind of have a bit of a softer line with it. So we're gonna add now a little bit of blush to kind of add a little color back into your face. And because teenage boys are usually a little ruddy, which means kind of reddish, or it's the flushed look of youth. So we're just gonna put that back into my face, and I'm just gonna use like a softer kind of pink, but very, very little. Like don't put it heavy. Just a little bit on the apples of your cheeks and kind of bring it. And then a little bit on the nose. And then we're gonna add a little highlight to your face. And I'm gonna take the browner highlight that I have, it's kind of gold, and highlight the nose, the inner corners of my eyes, along my cheek here, and also do the chin a little. And now for the part that everybody's been waiting for, freckles. Now, there's a couple different ways you can do freckles. You can take a bobby pin, dip it into brown or black eyeshadow and kind of poke it all over your face. You can take eyeliner, put it all over your face. For Deku, you can do either just like the 4 symmetrical little freckles that he has. However, I like a more organic look for freckles, so I'm kind of just covering this part of my face with freckles. And I'm actually going to be using green freckles because I thought it was cute. So I have this really dark green liquid eyeliner, and I'm gonna just dab all over my face. So I'll show you what it'll look like with just the 4 and then with it all over my face. So like, that's cute and very much what Deku has, but I kind of like it all over the face, so. I kind of like a little more organic all over the face. Kind of freckles, because I think it's cuter. You don't have to use green. I personally used green because I thought it was cute, but you can use any color you want. And this is pretty much it for the makeup, except for lips. So I have this like kind of orangey shade that I usually cover my lips with to make them a little lighter. I don't suggest putting foundation on your lips to make them lighter because it can really dry them out, and that's just not fun. So I just use like a really pale lipstick. And then it kind of takes away that like more red and gives it a little more less. So that's pretty much it for the makeup, and then we're just gonna put on the wig. So So yeah. So this is the finished look. You need to style the wig a little bit, so might as well take you through a little bit of wig styling. I am no wig styling expert, so I will not pretend to tell you that I know what I'm doing. I have not styled a lot of wigs, but I can show you kind of what I'm going to do to style Deku a little bit. Mostly I'm just going to fluff up the sides and kind of make the top a little less leafy, because this is straight out of the bag. This is just how the wig came. So, yeah. Box below for where I got the wig. It's from Wish. It's nice. I paid like $11 for it. It came really quick, so I would recommend it. As you can see, it was very easily styled. Probably gonna do some other things to it, but I don't know. I like it. It's cute this way. So yeah. Thank you for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this video. And if you want to see more cosplay related content, please stick around, subscribe, do all that stuff. Check out my other social media platforms, links in the description box below. I have Instagram and TikTok. My TikTok is chaotic and great, and my Instagram is a little more polished. So, depends on what you want to see from me. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Why am I Junko posing? What the hell? Yeah. I'm in disguise. Yeah.